Sometime in 2012, while most of the West was spending their time on Vine, a newly created company in China was making plans to take over the world. The company, ByteDance, was founded by a man called Zhang Yiming, and this might not have been too much of a big deal if the Chinese government was not, supposedly, heavily involved in the startup as well. But why should we bother about the Chinese government being involved in a Chinese company? Well, it's because that Chinese company is the owner of TikTok, one of the biggest social media platforms on the planet. And this platform is not their first rodeo. ByteDance's very first product was a news platform called Headlines. But Headlines wasn't just a news platform. It was an opportunity for ByteDance to develop an AI system that can very precisely determine what people like and make those options available to them. So, in August 2012, ByteDance launched Headlines in China, and the impact was huge and instant. The news site was able to offer each user personalized news updates that the algorithm determined the user wanted to see based on what they had read before. Many people loved this, and in just 3 months, 10 million people were using the platform. With this being a success, they decided to expand their reach outside of China, but not with Headlines. On its road to gaining world dominance, China has already gotten several things right, the chief of which is its control of part of the world's economy. But it looks like ByteDance, alongside its affiliate Chinese government, figured that the final play would be to gain control of the world's culture and entertainment. And they probably have the right idea, considering that America's control over culture and entertainment is one of the reasons it is so influential. So ByteDance set out to create an entertainment app so addictive that the entire world would have no choice but to jump on it. And the result was the launch of an app called Douyin in September 2016. This app is a social media platform for creating and sharing short videos set to music or other audio. Very much like TikTok, but it was only launched in China. Not because the company had abandoned its plans to take over the world, but because it wanted to test things out in its country before doing a world release. Well, within a short time, hundreds of thousands of young Chinese people had flocked to the app to show off their miming skills and try to gain popularity. And the AI system was able to give them what they wanted, for the most part, which means the test was a success. So the next year, in 2017, ByteDance launched its app to the whole world, calling it TikTok. TikTok was not an instant success as ByteDance's other projects, and it makes sense because they were fishing in bigger waters. But the company was determined to make the app a success. So, they pumped millions of dollars into marketing strategies, paying celebrities and big brands to strut their stuff on the app. And while this sure helped push TikTok's popularity, there was one major obstacle: Musical LY. Musical LY was another Chinese app that was already popular in America and did the same thing that TikTok was looking to do. So many people did not see the reason to make the switch. Instead of doing something to persuade those people to move, ByteDance decided to purchase Musical LY in 2017 and then merged it with TikTok in 2018. The purchase was very uneventful, which might have something to do with the fact that they are both Chinese companies and have the same goal. Anyway, the merger saw Music LY's users automatically be switched to TikTok. But more than that, it saw TikTok transform its biggest competition into a tool for world domination. There wasn't any other platform that was doing what TikTok did, and still does. Plus, ByteDance had not let up on the marketing. They even went as far as advertising on competing platforms like Snapchat and YouTube. And with all of that in place, ByteDance was able to attract a lot of people to TikTok. But without a doubt, the major reason that all those people stayed was because of ByteDance's ACE, its AI system. TikTok's short video style is enough to keep people hooked, but its algorithm takes things to a whole new level. It knows what you like to watch, having monitored all things that you have paid even the slightest attention to. So it keeps feeding you videos of that nature, and you are powerless to resist. Right now, TikTok is one of the biggest social media apps on the planet, and certainly the most important among younger folks. Speaking of younger folks, some people like to dismiss TikTok as just a young people's app. But while there are more young people on there, you have to agree that more older folks are finding out that they need to be on the app as well. And when old people get on there, the algorithm does its magic on us and keeps us there as well. Many of us now spend a lot of our time scrolling endlessly through TikTok, and the rest of our time making videos to try and get popular on the same app. So we don't have the time or energy to do what we actually should be doing. And because of how short TikTok videos are, our attention spans are also shrinking. Actual research has shown this. But even without the research, all of us can attest to this. At this point, it's practically impossible to escape TikTok, especially after other social media apps rebranded to look more like TikTok to keep their followers. We can also talk about how TikTok has become a breeding ground for some terrible actions that young people make in real life. I say young people because I want to believe that actual adults know better. Anyway, TikTok is not particular about what stays on its platform. People have encouraged others to take part in life-threatening actions, and TikTok has just allowed those videos to continue circulating. This is probably because TikTok's parent company, ByteDance, is more focused on something else: data harvesting. Now, I know that TikTok is not the origin of this problem. Practically every social media platform has been accused of harvesting and misappropriating its users' data, but everything has been turned up to 100 with TikTok. TikTok has access to data such as users' location, browsing history, and device information, which has raised concerns about user privacy. But that's not all that TikTok has access to. It also has access to keystroke patterns, users' phone model and OS, screen resolution, and their contact list. And some research has shown that the app can gain access to all of that even when the user is not on TikTok. Now, if you are not creeped out yet, I'm really worried about you. But here's the thing that might do it for you. TikTok's privacy policy says that it collects the information you provide in the context of composing, sending, or receiving messages. So you have absolutely no secrets on TikTok. Whatever you have posted on TikTok, whether in the comments section or the DMs, has been seen by many people. All of this is made even scarier by the fact that the company that owns TikTok is heavily backed by the Chinese government. Many governments and regulators in several countries are worried that China has planted TikTok to collect data on their countries on its way to world domination, and some countries have gone ahead to ban TikTok as a result. However, it looks like governments are the only ones concerned about the danger that TikTok presents to society as we know it. The rest of us are way too addicted to the app to care too much about our data being harvested. An attempt by our government to ban it could lead to some serious protests. So maybe it's time for us to stop scrolling through the app, log off, and delete the app before things get even worse than they already have. Or we could do that after watching just one more video.